degrees Celsius. Al-Wusta will be sunny with temperatures between 23 and 47 degrees Celsius, and we're expecting thunder showers in Dhofar with temperatures between 24 and 27 degrees Celsius.
Midday update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for today, let's see the COVID-19 updates first. The Ministry of Health has announced the registration of 12 new deaths due to COVID in the Sultanate today. With this number, the total death cases in the Sultanate have reached to 3,948. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolences to the families of the deceased. Moreover, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 236 new coronavirus in Oman today. With this, now the total confirmed cases in the Sultanate stands at 298,942, which also includes the total recoveries of 285,664, as well as total deaths of 3,948. In the last 24 hours, 607 recoveries were also registered by the health officials. The Ministry of Health has urged all the citizens and residents in the Sultanate to follow and adhere to the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. On the advent of the new Hijri year and the anniversary of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Hijrah, His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq has exchanged greetings cables with leaders of the friendly Arab and Muslim countries. In his cables, His Majesty the Sultan expressed his sincere greetings and best wishes of good health, happiness and a long life for the leaders, praying to Allah the Almighty for the return of His blessed occasion on them and make the new year a year of peace and security for all people and achieve for the Islamic nation further progress, welfare and prosperity. In their cables to the country's monarch, the leaders of the friendly countries expressed their sincere greetings and best wishes of good health, happiness and a long life to His Majesty the Sultan, praying to Allah the Almighty for the return of this blessed occasion on His Majesty for many years to come to achieve all aspirations of further progress, welfare and prosperity for His faithful people and all Muslims' welfare and blessings. The COVID-19 vaccination campaign will be temporarily suspended in the Governorate of Muscat on August 10, 2021 due to the Hijri New Year holiday, said the Ministry of Health. We draw your attention to the fact that on Tuesday, Muharram 1st, corresponding to August 10, 2021, COVID-19 vaccination operations will be closed in the approved vaccination centers, the Directorate General of Health Services in Muscat Governorate said in a statement. The statement also added that we kindly request you to reschedule the appointments for the day through the Tarassut Plus application system or the electronic link, which is covid19.moh.gov.om, emphasizing the importance of expediting the vaccination campaign to protect the community at large. COVID-19 vaccination campaign will continue during the Hijri New Year holiday in the following governorates of Oman. DGHS in North Al-Batina Governorate congratulates on the advent of the new Hijri year and notes the continuation of vaccination during the Hijri New Year holiday in all vaccination centers of the Governorate, the Directorate said in a statement. DGHS in North Al-Sharqiya and South Al-Sharqiya Governorates noted through their official accounts the continuation of the COVID-19 vaccination campaign in all vaccination centers during the Hijri New Year holiday. Now, the Sultanate's first crowdfunding program, which is likely to be licensed by the end of this year, will spur the economy forward and lead to the creation of more jobs. The Capital Market Authority, commonly known as CMA, has approved the legislation required to set up crowdfunding platforms in the country, the body's board of directors have said. These platforms are innovative financing instruments and financial techs enabling entrepreneurs, micro and small and medium enterprises to get more appropriate financing mechanisms, the CMA said in a statement. The board emphasized the importance of launching such products as financing options for SMEs in Oman to enhance economic development, creation of jobs, and financial inclusion. It is worth noting that crowdfunding platform regulations are in their final stages of preparation. The statement said that the CMA will take into consideration in setting out the rules that they will not be transformed into lending institutions in the conventional sense and will post them for consultation and feedback from the public. CMA's endeavors to launch the regulate crowdfunding platforms in Oman come from the government's efforts to provide financing facilities for SMEs and micro projects. It will also help in overcoming one of the key challenges facing the projects. This include, among others, the banking sector's reluctance to fund such projects due to related risks and lack of proper guarantees to convince the banks to grant funding facilities beside the impact of the global financial crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic on the banking sector and the liquidity crunch. Now, 2 Omani students in the Sultanate are developing a hybrid energy system in an effort to promote of greener sources of energy. Khalifa bin Amir Al-Qari and Saif bin Muhammad Al-Mazrui from the Engineering Department of University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Wilayat of Shinaz, have developed this system. It can operate an electrical load of approximately 2,500 watts, Oman News Agency added in a statement. The project was awarded second place in the 11th Engineering Student Forum organized by the university and has received funding from the Ministry of Higher Education, Scientific Research and Innovation. Khalifa bin Amir Al-Qari said that the idea driving the project was to reduce dependence on conventional sources of electrical energy. The project began in September of 2019 and consists of a hybrid system by integrating more than one source of electric power generation, whether it is conventional or renewable energy. Dhofar municipality has recently fined a person with 100 Omani riyals for throwing a plastic bottle in green areas. Dhofar municipality notes that the competent authorities have identified the person who appeared in the video circulated on social media as he was throwing a plastic bottle in the green areas. He was fined 100 Omani riyals in addition to taking legal measures against him. Other violations were detected for which legal measures will be taken against him, the municipality said in a statement. Municipality of Dhofar stresses the importance of putting waste in the designated areas. This was all from a local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. And now from International Desk. The British government has retained Pakistan on the red list of its travel advisory due to the deteriorating COVID situation in the country. UK senior health official Joe Churchill, in a letter dated August 6th, explained the reasons for keeping Pakistan on the red list of the countries, reported the Express Tribune. She said that UK's Joint Biosecurity Centre continues to assess risk based on factors including incidence, trends in deaths and hospitalizations, exported cases, as well as testing and test positivity rates. Her response comes after Pakistan was retained in the red list of countries at the latest coronavirus travel update, while India was removed from it, reported the Express Tribune. The British government placed Pakistan and India on the red list on April 2nd and 19th respectively. However, in an updated list, the government announced that India, Bahrain, Qatar and the United Arab Emirates would be moved to the amber list from August 8th. In Pakistan, the combination of a deteriorating epidemiological situation combined with low testing rates and limited genomic surveillance presents a high risk that an outbreak of a new variant or existing variant of concern will not be identified before it is imported to the UK, she said in a letter. The red list of the countries means only the UK nationals and those with residency rights will be allowed to travel to the country if they stayed in Pakistan for the 10 days before they arrive. The amber travel list means that returnees can quarantine at home rather than in a hotel. France and Italy on Sunday witnessed a mass protest against the COVID-19 health pass, with protesters saying that it infringes on their civil liberties. The protests come as European countries double down on efforts to get wide portions of their populations vaccinated in the face of the spreading Delta variant and in a bid to avoid further lockdowns, reported DW News. Demonstrations against France's health pass and mandatory vaccines for healthcare workers entered their fourth weekend, with Saturday seeing the largest rally yet. An estimated 237,000 people turned out nationwide, according to the Interior Ministry. The figure exceeds the attendance a week ago, which saw 204,000 protesters, reported DW News. The protests come on the heels of a Constitutional Council ruling on Thursday. The court approved the government's plan for the health pass and vaccine requirements for workers in hospitals and nursing homes. France is currently in the grips of the fourth wave of coronavirus infections. The country has seen a boost in vaccinations since French President Emmanuel Macron announced the health pass in July. Meanwhile, Italy also saw thousands turn out against the implementation of the country's Green Pass, which is now required for teachers and for people to attend indoor events. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres repeated his call on Sunday for calm on the Lebanon-Israel border. The Secretary General expresses his deep concern about the recent escalation between Lebanon and Israel across the Blue Line, including rocket fire into Israel and return airstrikes and artillery fire into Lebanon, said Guterres' press office in a note to correspondents. The Blue Line is a border demarcation between Lebanon and Israel, published by the United Nations in 2000. The Secretary General calls on all parties to exercise utmost restraint and to actively engage with the liaison and coordination mechanisms of the UN interim force in Lebanon, said the press office. It is paramount that all actors involved avoid actions that can further heighten tensions and lead to miscalculation, he said. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned for more updates from our sports desk. Welcome back to TT, you're watching Midday Update. And now from a sports desk. Football fans in the Sultanate of Oman who want to travel to Qatar for next year's FIFA World Cup will be able to book travel packages later this year when they go on sale. In an exclusive interview to Times of Oman, Ajay Jacob, the Qatar Airways regional manager for Oman, UAE and the Caucasus, added the packages include official match tickets, return tickets with the airline and accommodation. Qatar Airways are an official partner and the official airline for FIFA. Further details on these packages will be shared closer to the end of the year. Now, after confirming the signing with PSG remains a possibility, Argentina striker Lionel Messi is set to undergo medical at the League One club. The Maverick striker on Sunday confirmed the end of his 21-year stint with Spanish club Barcelona, and he was left in tears while bidding adieu to the club. Messi in a press conference had admitted that his signing with PSG remains a possibility, but nothing is certain at the moment. According to the report, PSG boss Mauricio Pochettino spoke directly to Argentina striker in order to convince him to join the club after exit from Barcelona. In what came as one of the biggest news in the football world, Messi left FC Barcelona earlier this week. As per the club, the reason behind the exit is the financial and structural obstacles. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today, but stay tuned as we'll be coming back live on Wednesday with you with more updates and latest news your way. So stay tuned and keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.